Hi, welcome to AssemblyTV. This is the PC Demo Compo studio, and I'm here with, well, everyone. So, going from right to left, I'm going to jump this. We have Sir Garbage Truck, Decipher, Gasman, who looks very uncomfortable. Who are you?
I'm Konstantin from Germany.
Constantine.
I'm Lars.
Larth, this is NE7, Evil Paul, and somewhere behind, assisting with the microphone, we have the lovely Oki.
The microphone.
So before we get onto the PC demos, just since it's the last Compo studio, just in general, all the Compos assembly party, everyone enjoying it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Absolutely awesome.
That was a bit miserable, right? Fair enough. Yeah. So PC demo competition. We'll talk about the last one later. Does anyone want to talk about any other demo first?
The first one was very interesting with the Vivaldi music.
Why are you looking at me like
very,
that?
Very cute. Very nice effects. I think you were saying some stuff about that as well.
Yeah, it was different. It was a different demo. All the others were pretty much high quality effect shows. This was just one simple effect done really well, really nice. And what was it you were saying about Vivaldi?
He should do more scene music, I think. I really think he's got some good stuff going on.
Anyone else want to?
To know what his music would sound like from Beyond the Grey.
Yeah.
Well, I think the demo was actually okay, but it was just too, I don't know, it was really long, and it was, at some point it got boring, and I think I appreciate it, but it was too artsy for, I mean it lacked serious amounts of boom boom in it.
Yeah, you're not allowed to comment on anything else. You're wrong.
All right.
Anybody else want to bring one up?
Yeah, sure.
I really liked the Golden Arches, the Golden Path demo with the fly through the mandala. That was really brilliant.
Yeah. Fully agree.
Before Fairlight came up with this demo, that was my contender. And Fairlight really tried us, because when we judged, it was incomplete before, and we only saw the beginning without sound. So it was on the verge of not being shown at all. And then they come and blast us all the way, right in the competition, and nobody knew it. Nobody saw it coming.
Yeah. Well, we knew. I knew that Smash was up to something, but I mean, rumor has it there was something he was working on last year which never got released or something. But Andy, you might know more.
I know nothing.
Oh.
But basically, the United Force, is it United Force, UF demo? I mean,
Yeah.
that really was just a brilliant trip into insanity, wasn't it? I mean, I just loved watching that.
Yes, it was. And if it was intentionally by Fairlight that they gave us an incomplete version in the jury, then kudos to you. You really got balls of steel.
By the way, that demo, the was it United Force demo? What was it called again? The trip? That was really familiar to that video from Cassius, though. The Sound of Violence, I must say. That's also like the flight over the things, and then with all kinds of figures and cubes and jumping worms and stuff. So inspiration, we call it then, I guess.
Yeah.
And our truck looks angrily at me, so he wants to say something.
I just, before we go on and wax poetic about the how fantastic the Fairlight, the CNCD, and Orange demo was, I think we should give equal time, because this was an excellent demo compo. I mean, there were every entry could have won the Breakpoint demo compo, as far as I'm concerned. Breakpoint, absolutely fantastic party, and I can't fault any group for going outside and having a better time instead of sitting inside and working on their stuff. But I mean, okay, I really like the Matt Current demo. You know, talk about balls of steel. It takes some in order to put up there, "We are the wrath of God." And it built up well. All right, so I'm not really sure I would have used the same tank that we've seen in several other demos, but I think that, well, then again, repetition is a good thing. It was recognizable.
That's a bit of a problem, though. I think the problem with the tank, it's become a bit of a cliche now, and the worst thing about it is that every time I see a tank in a demo, all I can think of is Field Trip, Half Bit Cheese, and that kind of takes the edge off it. Yeah, you just see this tank. It's meant to be sinister, warlike, and you can just all I can picture is this thing made out of balloons bobbling all over down. So, yeah, bit cliche
Still
now.
talking
I'm
about
afraid.
tanks.
That's strange because every time I see it, I think Ultimatum to the World, MFX. I don't think half-bit cheese. So maybe it's actually less cliche. Maybe it's just repetition. Yeah, maybe
man.
it's just a tank. Otherwise, I'll just hang on to this the whole time.
I'll take it away from you now.
I think Andy wants the...
Yeah, I'd have to say that the MFX one definitely had, not MFX.
Hold the microphone, Rick.
The Matt Current one.
No, not
sorry,
like that, you're not
I'm a little bit
beat-bopping.
drunk. The Matt Current one definitely had the soundtrack just had something to it. It definitely had a real dark feel, and it was just so dark and violent sounding and interesting, and it really drew me in to paying attention to that demo, and I really felt like I was in the screen, and I just thought that was really interesting. I just thought I should say something about the sound because it was just crazy. It was a crazy little tune.
You were actually in the screen.
I was in the screen.
I think someone asked you to get off the screen.
Actually, when I just saw the Matt's current demo for the first time, I just started to move for the Compo studio because I thought, okay, the demo Compo is coming to an end because I heard that there are really no releases. Of course, the Fairlight one was a real big surprise, even though it was catered for gamers for the first place. But to be honest, I think Matt's current demo was really cool, and I think the good thing about this year's assembly is the demo Compo quality was really high this year because from the first Compo first Compo along, it was just good, and it developed and developed further, and there wasn't even just mediocre demos. They were all just really good demos, I think.
I think it's going to criticise. I mean, try and criticise the last demo. There's not really much you can say. I would say it's kind of. It was obviously designed to win, and it wasn't. You didn't really feel like it wasn't a party demo. It was a kind of a. It was almost commercial in nature.
Yeah. What's better with that?
I don't know.
That's why I loved Golden Path most. It was the most fun demo in my eyes.
Yeah,
I thought Wrath of God
excellent.
it was depressing. Okay, I mean like maybe show it at an arms dealer's demo party or something like that. That's all. Beauty in a warhead, yes, please.
Want to buy a Stinger?
Yeah.
Who wants to
Right.
buy a MiG?
And I thought Golden Path really had this fun demo party feeling, and in retrospect, for me it's a hard draw between the Fairlight demo and Paths of Golden Path. Probably, I go with Golden Path. My vote's on them. Sorry for saying.
That's radical. I like it.
Going against the stream.
Well, I'll go with the Fairlight demo, but one production we haven't talked about so far is the Times Square demo, and I really liked the scroller with that funky soundtrack.
Yeah, I think I think there are a few where the soundtracks they'd obviously sort of made the musicians work hard, like that one and the Golden Path as well. So yeah, I think there's a few sadists at work saying, you do a soundtrack that's sort of a bit techno, a bit drum and bass, but then have some random funk bit in the middle, just to So great from the point of view of the audience. So yeah. Really enjoyed the soundtracks for those.
Tracks are.
Okay. The project, I have no idea what word that is. But anyway, the Pyrotech demo.
It says Gas Man, does it?
If I'm not mistaken, that's the group
Please
that I nailed to the wall for being too much like ASD last year, and it was interesting when they got to that part of the soundtrack in theirs where it was like all glitchy. I was like, what, okay. And then it was, they were putting things up there on the screen and then they were repeating them and it was changing and then all of a sudden they greeted flow and I was like, okay, wow, this is different and I like that. It's, I guess the fact that they maybe felt, I don't know, maybe they listened to me, maybe they just told me you know, we don't care about you. You haven't finished a demo yet, which is what you should do.
Well, I think from the last year also, our previous assemblies, Pyrotech was quite known and established, and I think it was a really good demo, and I really enjoyed the Pyrotech demo.
Well, it was an excellent demo. I wasn't saying it wasn't. I was actually, it would be one of my favorites if all of them weren't all my favorites, except for the fact that like Fairlight, you know, was there.
Catered for gamers.
Well, no, it wasn't just that it was made for gamers. It was that it was an excellent demo.
Yeah. I'm not saying that. No, it is like.
Take the thing away. We'll just go argue.
It's a perfect demo, and I agree that like it was really cool, and they went the ASD way by using the materials from previous demos, the 30-second Intel demo, for example, all the planes and stuff like that, and it had this Half-Life feeling inside it. The Strider was there, and you know the robot was Transformers. I mean, come on, it was definitely catered for the mainstream gamers. I mean, it wasn't a demo scene demo. It was more like an advertisement for the Transformers movie and Half-Life 2.
So the kid wins a 4K compo, thinks that he knows how to run the scene. Well, fair enough. Oh, you want to say something?
Sorry, no, I mean the Fairlight demo was everything that the scene's all about. It was design, it was crisp visuals, it was brilliant graphics. It was a theme running from beginning to end that you could follow, and it had obviously been storyboarded properly and worked on very, very hard over a long period of time by a lot of different people. I think you've got to be careful, you know, when you've got a car racing along and you've got a party like Assembly looking at it and thinking that it's just a games directed demo. It's just all about the visuals really, and the music, which incidentally was bloody great.
Are we going to go ping pong back? You're going to go, no, it's all wrong.
No, I'm not going to say all wrong. I'm just want to make it clear that actually I think it's a perfect demo, and I think it's design-wise it's perfect, and the action was really cool, and it really kept people watching. And I was at the at the basement, whatever you call it, that level, and a few gamers, when they saw the Fairlight name, they went Maniac right next to me, and so I mean Fairlight is really established, not only in the scene but outside the scene. It's really well known as well. But this time, the design was really cool. Everything was cool. The music, I really liked it as well. But to be honest, the materials used, it was just like an advertisement to me, and that's just my opinion, anyways.
More people want to react to that.
Anyone else? Okay, well.
No, first one of the German guys. Lars?
Thank you. Well, I wanted to talk about the demo that let me down most, and that was the Friction demo, which had a great start, and I thought, oh well, they come on, they have a wireframe, and then they're gonna fill it out with something, and that's all, and it was, okay, wireframe, glow, wireframe, glow, wireframe, glow, end of demo. What? Did I miss something? For me, it was a great build-up and visuals, but somehow they didn't deliver. And that was one of the biggest letdowns for me in the demo competition. I don't know, can I talk like this all about demos?
Yeah, carry on.
Anybody else contradict me? Well, okay, of course.
Hi, Mr. Contradiction here. First, to your point, quiet. to your point.
You're looking too good, Michael.
Imagine that a guy who works in advertising producing a demo that looks like advertising. It's what he does, and yeah, it's really cool that he's still producing stuff. And I, whether you like it or not, it still works, man. It still works. I've heard this complaint about the Fairlight demos now for a while about it was inconsistent design, blah blah blah. I've never gotten that. I mean, it's kind of like, yeah, there was this build up here and I was expecting this, and why happened? Okay, and that's bad. How? That's my thought. I like surprises. I like not always being drawn to the same conclusion. I like sometimes being drawn to the same conclusion because that reinforces what I know, but I also like it when somebody goes along and pulls me out over here and makes me think. And I think that is why I like what Fairlight has been doing over the past couple of years. When they started the new direction thing, it was like, huh, this will be interesting. Boy, it's been an interesting ride, and I don't think it's over yet, and I'm happy.
I think people should mention that there's also CCND and Orange involved in that, rather than just talking about Fairlight.
Well, that's true. Yeah, desktop is CNCD.
Yeah.
I know. We should stop doing that. That's your fault.
Maybe we should have a microphone.
Yeah, I should. That's your fault.
This is being really difficult.
Anybody next?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Well, this year at Assembly, I'm here with a couple of friends who are into computers, but they are not seniors at all. And I think the last demo, note, I didn't call it the Fairlight demo, I think my friends really got a neat climax at the end of the Compo.
I want to comment on what you said about surprises.
Shut up, Paul.
That's exactly what a demo should be. And,
it was a happy finish, wasn't
it? It should be surprising even after the first few seconds, and that was why the friction demo was such a letdown. We got the first few seconds, and that summarized in a way the whole demo for me, because it didn't surprise me. It didn't go on surprise me after the first few seconds. And I think surprise is the term with demos that they should do. Again and again and again till the end of the demo, and then surprise them that it does end.
And now Evil Paul is going to say his favorite word.
Shonky.
Shiny.
Shonky.
I think it's not only surprises, but also by surprises we actually mean non-monotonous demos that like they don't repeat what they're doing all the time, but they just modify the flow in a consistent way. So it's still not surprising in a way, but it's not monotonous. It's not linearly progressing to a point zero where we all know what will happen in the end, but it's more like fluctuating around it.
Cool. Unless anyone's got anything extremely profound to say.
Go for it, Giles.
I am.
One more time then, but be quick.
I do want to give props out to the Adept guys, because they continue to improve every demo that they do, and before they get buried by, oh wow, all these other things. It was an excellent demo.
Well, all right. Well, we probably should start to wrap up, because frankly, I want a beer. I think, and also, actually, I think we have to pry Gasman out of that seat at some point, and we need to probably get a plumber involved. But I take it everyone had a really good time at Assembly. It's not over yet. We have the prize giving tomorrow, and also well, that's the end of the compos. But so I mean, this is probably the last time you'll see me on air and any of these guys, unless they've won something. Anyone? So cheers for watching this year. We'll probably be back next. I'm sure you'll see a lot of these faces again. Thanks for coming on, guys. It was track. Oh, you know the rest. Thanks for helping host Oki.
No problem. What's a pleasure.
It's been a good year for you, and thanks for watching. Good night, and see you in 2010.
2011.
Bye.
Bye.